Not here to tell you what to do, just here to help you know what you could do. Because choice is freedom, information, well, power in a neat little package. Hello, everyone. This is your host, Aridhi, and we are here with Dr. Dhal, who is a senior gynecologist with decades of experience, and also my father in law. Hi, Papa. Thank you so much for being here and agreeing to do this with me. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. And thanks for having me here.
Okay, great. Let's just jump right into it then. Let's start simple. A lot of women have heard of egg freezing, but aren't quite sure of what it really involves. Could you start by explaining what egg freezing is in simple terms?
Well, simply put, egg freezing or ova freezing means taking the ova or the eggs from the woman's body and putting them in deep freeze for a number of years so that they can be used later on for fertilization.
Okay, that's interesting. You almost make it sound like freezing a cake. Is that simple?
No, it's not always a cakewalk. Actually, for the woman herself, it's not so tedious, but a lot of lab work is involved in it. So we have to follow protocols and technological procedures. So it can be a bit tedious, but results are improving, and this is an established technology now.
Okay, great then. So we often hear that timing is everything when it comes to fertility. Is there a particular age or life stage where it makes the most sense to consider egg freezing?
I think the best age would be between the late 20s to 35 years of age, because egg quality and egg number are best between the ages of 20 and 30 until the age of 35. After 35, number and quality both decline, and so results fall after that.
Interesting. So for someone unsure if this is something they even need to consider, what's the best way to find out?
The best way would be to consult a gynecologist who will assess the fertility potential of the woman. The fertility potential can be assessed by ultrasonography and by blood tests, and of course by a history also. The first thing important is the history and then these tests. That would give a fair idea of the fertility potential for them.
Okay, that sounds a lot of process and a bit intense as well. A lot of injections, procedures. Is there a way you can walk us through what actually happens during an egg freezing cycle?
Yeah, after the initial assessment, something called ovarian stimulation has to be done, which means the woman has to take some injections over about 10 days or so when the ovaries are stimulated and the follicles are grown, and then a trigger injection is given for the eggs to be released, and once the eggs are released, they are retrieved by means of a procedure which is called egg retrieval, and a needle is passed under ultrasound guidance and the eggs are removed, and they are then put under cold freeze, deep freeze in liquid nitrogen at minus 196 degrees centigrade, and they can be stored for a number of years.
Okay, so I think a lot of women would also like to know that if they can really count on this, like how reliable is this?
The technology, as I said, is improving, and it depends on the age at which the eggs are collected and the number of eggs. So the age, as I said, between 20 and 30 until the age of 35, it's okay. And after that, the results will not be that good, but it's not a hopeless situation after that also. Results are coming up.
Okay, that's also interesting. But if someone freezes their eggs in their early 30s, like you said, which is the ideal age to do that, but doesn't want to use them for many years, how long can they keep them frozen?
Well, for 10 years it's okay. It can be the eggs can be stored for even longer than that. But the thing is, if you take pregnancy after the age of 40 or 45, that becomes slightly risky for the woman as well as for the newborn child and the fetus. But the risks have to be balanced against the benefits. So, by and large, it's a successful technique, established technique, and those who need it should go for it.
Okay, that's very insightful actually. So one thing many women would wonder, how many eggs do I actually need to freeze to make this worth it? What's the general recommendation?
Generally, about 15 to 20 eggs can be taken, and as I said, the age 20 to 30 years of age, up to 35 years of age, and after that, the results will come down.
But how many eggs?
15 to 20
15
eggs.
to 20 is fine. Okay, great. So, are there any side effects physically or emotionally around the whole thing?
The procedure carries slight risks like infection, or there may be slight injury to the surrounding structures, but by and large it's safe. And ovarian stimulation itself can cause some risks of ovarian hyperstimulation, which may have bloating of the abdomen, fluid collection in the abdomen. But by and large, it's safe.
Okay, so it's something will depend on from one person to another, and they have to have this conversation with their own gynecologist to assess the best
That's
results.
right, yeah, that's right.
Okay, and I think a lot of women also want to know, if I go through all this, maybe it will take a toll on their financial health. Is it a very costly procedure?
The cost would depend on the city or the place where you're having it, the type of facilities on offer. In bigger cities, the costs will be more, and with the most modern facilities, the cost will be more. But one should always go for the best quality available. So for getting good results, I think it's reasonable to go for the best qualities services that are on offer.
So you mean that it might be very costly?
It's not that costly. Costs are coming down with wider availability of facilities. But then, one who needs it will have to think about it, of course.
Okay, so good things comes with a good cost then.
Yeah.
It might not be too costly, but definitely something that it's bearable, basically.
Yeah.
Alright then, to just wrap it up, finally, I just wanted to understand, are there any misconceptions or myths around egg freezing that we want to clear up?
One should not assume it to be something of a sort of a fertility insurance. One should not have unrealistic expectations. It's not a 100% foolproof technique. So success is not always there, but results are improving. So that's the message which I want to give the women. So when it's needed, it can be accessed.
Interesting. Okay, this is all great information and very helpful. I think it would have helped a lot of people who were hearing us today. So thank you so much, Papa, for having this conversation with me and for making such a complex topic feel really clear and grounded. I think a lot of women will walk away from this feeling more informed and definitely less anxious after this. And they can all reach out to you on the information given below. It's been a pleasure, and if anyone listening has questions, whether about egg freezing, fertility, or even general cycle health, feel free to reach out. I'll be happy to help you, guide you, or point you in the right direction.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Thank you so much.